Lamar's Not Like Us is undoubtedly the best diss record of all time. Don't argue with me. The Grammys have just been decided tonight. And tonight, Kendrick Lamar did a clean sweep of the Grammys with his record Not Like Us, taking home 5 of them things. Five Grammys. Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Performance, Best Music Video, and Best Rap Song. Who would have thought? Well, I did. I told y'all it was going to be a clean sweep. Y'all didn't respect what I was saying. I should just drop the clip right here, right now. But I might spare y'all because that's not what we're talking about. We are talking about this Not Like Us record, and this record undoubtedly being the best diss record of all time. Now, before we get to my reasons why, let's talk about what makes a diss record a diss record. In hip hop, we got 2 components. We got 2 artists that's going at each other. Usually it's for the top spot. Usually they're on top at the same time, and this is where they clash. This is where they come together. And in those situations, we've seen Nas and Jay-Z. We've seen NWA versus Ice Cube. We've seen so many different, it's too many to name. Biggie and Pac. You know what I mean? It's too many to name. But the essence of a rap battle comes in a various different amounts of ways. It's the lyricism. Who can lyrically bar better than the other person? Then it's the storyline. What's the storyline about how this beef come about? What's the storyline behind it? And then, of course, there's elements of, talking about each other, talking about the bad points of each other and seeing who can do it the worst. It's usually how it happens. It's not so much science to a diss record, but there are a couple of things that you have to keep in mind when making a diss record. The beat that you pick, whether it's original beat, sometimes people do diss records over beats that are already out. Hence Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss. Sorry about that. Shout out to Jadakiss. Certain things like that. Might be the beat that you pick. It might be your angle of how you approach the actual diss record. That may be a thing. Some people talk about each other's significant other, their girlfriend or whatnot. Or they might talk about their family, or they might talk about how you're not a gangster or how you haven't been in the streets. There's so many various different ways. And then the most important part that makes a diss record is the impact. A diss record is not really good if it doesn't have impact. What did this diss record do to the person that you're directing it towards? Did it make them feel bad? Did it make them angry? Did it make them want to fight you? Did it make it want to make more records about you? Did it hinder their career in a certain type of way? Did it hinder their sales in a certain type of way? That's really how I measure a diss record. It's not just about the lyrics, how dope the lyrics are. It's about whether those lyrics or this song is piercing to the actual person. Now we get to some of the best diss records in history. Before we get to why Not Like Us is #1 on the list, let's talk about some of the best diss records that we've ever heard. Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. Tupac's Hit 'Em Up was directed at Biggie. It was heavy on the disrespectful scale. Some of the lines that he said was just totally out of context. It was crazy. He started off the song with, "That's why you fat mother." What? He went insane. We've never heard that before. Now, unfortunately, just due to circumstances, both artists lost their life, which is very, very sad, terrible for the hip hop community. And that's not how we want diss records to end. The ending of that diss record is not an example of what we want in hip hop, but that song was very piercing in a disrespectful manner. Let's talk about another great diss record. Ether by Nas attacking Jay-Z. Well, let's talk about Ether and the Takeover. The Takeover was first. And Jay-Z not only gave a bar to Nas, but he gave a bar to Mobb Deep and a couple of other people that he felt like was trying to take his King of New York crown. And then Nas heard that, felt disrespected, and got at him with Ether. Now, Ether, lyrical potency, really got at Jay-Z to his core and made a whole song about Jay-Z, whereas Jay-Z, made bits and pieces about Nas. Pretty much the second verse was about Nas. Everything else is about everybody else. So that was a great diss record because it had disrespect, it had lyrical potency, and did it have a great impact? In my opinion, the impact wasn't so great. I think the impact was better on Jay-Z's side with the Takeover because he made everybody on the East get riled up. Everybody wanted to attack Jay-Z because he was on top. When Nas brought Ether, did it have an impact to win the battle? I guess it had enough to kind of win the battle for some people, but I don't think it had enough impact because even after that, Jay-Z ended up signing Nas to the Def Jam label. They ended up doing music together, and I feel like Jay-Z got the better half of the situation in the end anyway. Even though that's how I want rap beefs to end, with people coming together and being friends and doing music together. But in the rap battle sense, when you're trying to win, hey, it just doesn't do good for you, right? So let's take it to what I felt, in my opinion, before today was the best diss record of all time, which was No Vaseline by Ice Cube against NWA. Now, when I say No Vaseline was a direct representation of a great diss record, lyrical potency, top tier, disrespect, top tier, top tier. And number 3, impact. After No Vaseline, NWA was finished. It was over. The group was dismantled. It's over. It was nothing else to be said. So on 3 levels, lyrical potency, disrespect, and impact, No Vaseline hits all levels, which for me, I deemed it the greatest diss record of all time. Anytime you can put out a song and completely dismantle a group, you've done your job. You've done a disservice. I'm sorry. You've done a service to yourself and a disservice to the group that you're battling. Such a great record. But we forgot one thing. We forgot one thing. We forgot Kendrick Lamar. We forgot what Kendrick Lamar could do to an artist when provoked. We also didn't realize that we have not seen a prolific, great, dominant rap battle since No Vaseline. Yes, the Jay-Z and Nas was good, but there's elements that we're missing. Yes, the Drake and the Meek Mill was okay. Yes, the Drake and Pusha T was okay, but there were things missing. And nowadays you have social media, the big marketing promotional giant at your fingertips. What can be done in the social media era that we haven't seen before? Today marks the day. 2025, the Grammys. Not Like Us, the last diss record from Kendrick Lamar in a slew of diss records. He dropped 4 of them before this one. Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and I'm missing one. I might not be missing one. Then he dropped Not Like Us. If I'm missing one, leave it in the comments. Sorry about that. Then he dropped Not Like Us. Now, Not Like Us, not only is it a successful record, it's getting played on NBA games. It's getting played on NFL games. They booked him for the Super Bowl. We're not even going to talk about the other guy. We're not worried about him. We're talking about K-Dot. Successful record. Record goes platinum. Goes crazy. #1 on Spotify. Going crazy. He even dropped the album without that record, and the album went crazy. But then something happened today. If though we didn't believe that the other guy was already finished and he was already dominated, he went to the next level. After the video, after the record dropping, after all the greatness with the album, he went to the next level and went on the Grammys, the 67th annual Grammys, and win 5 Grammys off a diss record. 5 Grammys off a diss record. This is a diss record. This is a record directly aiming at an artist. Dissing him. And he wins Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Music Video of the Year, Best Rap Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance of the Year. The world has told him that in every category that a rap song could be in, Not Like Us is the winner. Not only did you dominate your opponent, you got awarded from it from the best, quote unquote, the best, highest form of accolade you can receive from a hip hop record, quote unquote, the Grammys. The highest level of accolade you can receive, he got it 5 times for talking about one guy. It's the best diss record of all time. No one has gotten a Grammy off of a diss record. No one, and I don't think it's ever going to happen again. This man is from the West Coast. I'm sorry. I love my East Coast brothers. I lived half my life on the East Coast. But this is special. I don't want to hear nobody arguing about nothing. I don't want to hear no arguments about what's the best diss record. I don't want to hear none of that. Not Like Us is the greatest diss record of all time. The funny part about it is, it's still not the Super Bowl yet. The Super Bowl is in a couple of days. He's about to perform it on the biggest national sports stage. And then the record is finna go up again The record finna be diamond. It's finna be diamond by next year. I'm telling you now. Not Like Us is gonna be diamond. Leave Kendrick Lamar alone when it comes to this rap shit. When it comes to this rap battle shit, leave him alone. I don't want to hear Joey Badass. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear CJ McFly. I don't want to hear nobody diss K Dot. Because he might win a Grammy off you. That's the new thing. In a diss battle, in a rap battle, oh, I'm gonna get a Grammy off you. I'm gonna diss you and get a Grammy off you. That's his new thing now. Leave K Dot alone. Salute to K Dot and all the Grammy wins. He finna go crazy. You're not finna stop hearing about him. And then I heard that the other guy had to push back his tour because he wasn't selling tickets. That's another story. We'll talk about that later. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Let me know if y'all think that Not Like Us is the best diss record of all time. I certainly think so. I'm sorry, Ice Cube. No Vaseline got knocked out the box. I'm sorry. It didn't win 5 Grammys. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all feel in the comments, man. Y'all been supporting me, so I'm showing love to y'all. I appreciate it. Always peace and love. And man, listen, make sure y'all hit that Cash App. Man, I got my Cash App up there now, man. Make sure y'all hit my Cash App if y'all feel like I'm doing a good job with this content. I'm trying to keep this thing going. I'm trying to make sure I keep building and keep adding on. So let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all. One love. Peace.